Hi everybody, today I'm going to demonstrate the EZ Bowmaker. A lot of you on the group have been talking about this. I bought it at Michael's. It's regularly priced $10. I used my 40% off coupon, my mobile coupon, and got it for $6. I have been one to make my bows by hand, and so this hasn't completely interested me, but it got such rave reviews on the group, I thought I would give it a try. Here's what comes in it. You have a manual that shows you all different kinds of bows. Floral bow, treetop bow, wreath bow, double ribbon bow, layered bow, all kinds of bows with the instructions on how to do it. So that's very cool. A quick reference guide. And here is the Bowmaker itself. It comes with 4 dowels. 2 large dowels for the middle, a small dowel, and then a ribbon holder dowel. I don't particularly care for the ribbon holder because I've tried this several times, and each time I keep taking the ribbon off and just putting it on the floor and pulling the ribbon from the spool on the floor because it just seems to get in the way. So I may be taking this out. What I'm gonna demonstrate is what the instructions call a wreath bow. And as you can see, on each side of the center point of the bow, it's measured 8 inches, okay? Which is really handy, and you'll see why here in just a minute. So the first thing it says to do is put in 16 inches of medium gauge wire. For this demonstration, I'm just going to use a pipe cleaner. I like to use pipe cleaners to wire my bows, but also this will make it easier to see on the demonstration. So we're not going to mess with the small dowel in this bow. We're just going to worry about the 2 larger dowels, okay? So take your pipe cleaner and put it in between the 2 big dowels. This is the center of your bow. Now, let's talk about ribbon. If you know me, animal print is very appropriate because I love it. So I just happened to pick this roll, but I'm glad I did, because if you're new to this Bowmaker, like I am, it's really good to get a ribbon that has an obvious good side and an obvious back side. So when you're doing the steps, you can tell where you are in the bow making process. So until you get used to it, I suggest working with a good and bad side ribbon, okay? So with the wreath bow, it says to make a 16-inch tail. So you have 8 inches on this side and 8 inches on that side. So you just take it, so 8 and 8, 16. So here's the 16 inches for the tail. Excuse me, that was my phone. And so I have 16 inches for the tail. So I take the end point, and put it in the center of the Bowmaker. Okay, so you have this one tail. Okay, lay this flat, and then you're going to twist. Now you have the back side of your ribbon and the back side of one loop. See, as you can see, to me this gets in the way, so I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to take it down and pull it from the floor. It just bothers me. So then on the wreath bow, there's 3 loops on each side that are 5 inches. So if you go over here and kind of hold your finger, here's the 5, and bring it and pull the ribbon through the center. You can see you have your 5-inch loop. Then you're going to flip it again. Okay? And do the same things. I move the tail out of the way so I can see the inches. Here's your 5. Gonna loop it at the 5. Okay? It says not to crease your bows. With wire ribbon, it's pretty easy to fluff everything out. And push it down so we have 1 loop on each side. Again, flip your ribbon over. Okay? So for the wreath bow, it says 3 loops on each side at 5 inches. So I'm going to just finish this up. That's 2 loops on that side. Put it through the 2 center dowels, the center of the 2 large dowels. Turn it over. Bring the loop around again at 5 inches. Now, we've got the 3 loops of 5 inches on each side. Then it says, the instructions say to do 2 loops on each side of 4 inches, okay? So you'll take this, remember to flip it, find your guide, which is at 4, which is an inch, the inch smaller than your 5-inch loops. So there's our 4-inch loop, 3 5s and 1 4 so far. Take it, flip the ribbon over, make a 4-inch loop on this side. Okay, now we have all the loops done. 3 5 inches, 2 4-inch loops. Now to make the center loop, it says to make 1 1.5 inch to 2 inch loop. I just go ahead and do 2 inches, which you just gauge from the previous loop. It's half of the previous loop. So there we have 1 2-inch loop. Okay, now you have all your loops done. I push it down. Okay, and here's where your wire comes in. You take the wire from one side, weave it through the center of the dowels, and you're gonna make like an X, okay? That came out. And then take the other side and crisscross it on top through the 2 dowels, crisscross it on top of the other side. And now it's secure. And then it says to fluff out your ribbon from here, your bow from here. And this is where I kind of got impressed with it. Up until then, especially the first bow I made, I thought this is really time consuming and cumbersome. But when I took the bow off, I was really impressed. So I think this just takes some practice and some getting used to, especially for those of you who are used to whipping out your bows rather quickly by hand. I was really impressed with the quality of bow that comes out of this. So now that I've got this kind of spread out, I'm gonna take, again, the wire's just crisscrossed at this point. I'm gonna take the bow off. Then I'm gonna pull it tight and pull it to the back. This is where I'll twist it. Again, you can use long wire. And so you pull the rest of the tail down, and this is where I would go ahead and trim the rest for the tail and shape this is when you shape your center bow and just kind of shape the rest of the sides the way you like them. I'm not going to cut this ribbon right now because I'm not going to use this bow for anything right now, but hopefully you get the idea. So I was really pretty impressed with the EZ Bowmaker. I think it makes really pretty bows. For those of you, like I say, that have done hand bows in the past, it is a little frustrating at first because it seems slow, but I definitely do like the process. I think it's really good about helping you keep your loops even. So I do recommend it, and again, if you're going to buy it, definitely use a coupon. Okay, hope that helps. Thanks a lot.